we will explore 4 main areas of sales. Okay, first one is a leads generation. Second, appointment and calling. Third, presentation and closing. And the fourth one is your mindset and attitude. The first one, I think a lot of people want to know. Now, leads are not easy to get. So how did you manage to get so many leads in order to convert all this kind of sales?
Everyone knows that currently the lead cost actually increased tremendously. I don't think we can actually avoid this. So if you ask me, the answer will be dump more money. It's either you dump more money or you work better, work harder with the leads.
Yeah, a lot of people, they want to dump more money in. But can you give them an insight? What is the ROI of putting money into the leads to get back?
I would say that 10x, things like that. Mean to say if I dump 10,000, so the return will be around 100k for that month. So I would say that by booking, I would look at 100k. If you only do lead generation, basically if you don't do calling or if you don't do any presentation, right, you confirm lose money, and if without overriding.
So you need to combine with calling and presentation, and some give it to your team members to enable the overriding also. So in total, you make right? Yeah. That's what you say.
Yeah.
For you, who helped you to do the leads generation?
I run a lot of ads. A lot of people, they are wondering, how to do a good ads or how to do anything. For me, right, targeting is actually all the same. It's just that what kind of pictures or what kind of video that you're using. So I don't only invest in one kind of ads. Some of my ads will be picture, some of my ads will be facade, some of my ads will be layout, some of my ads will be vertical video, and some is like horizontal video. So all the ads I also do and I see like which one is actually running better. But if you ask me, I would say that equally because all the ads, they can target different people. My suggestion is not only do on one platform. Other than Facebook, you can actually try TikTok, and you can try Google, you can try YouTube.
Okay, I'll pass the questions to John or so. So John, on the leads generation part, do you do it yourself or someone do it for you? How does it work?
I actually want to mention about one word, which is practice makes perfect. I'm actually trying a lot of different ways to try on different sorts of video marketing, and also on the media, on the copywriting. I go to learn and go to try and error. Until now, I'm very confident to say that I even can do until 8 ringgit per lead, 10 ringgit per lead. It's really practice makes perfect. It's nothing formula, nothing secrets actually. It's really when you spend the time to do whatever that you are doing right now, you just keep practicing and you'll find a way that doing better and better for your for the ads itself.
I think a lot of people are wondering, you say your cost per lead is getting lower, even 8 ringgit per lead. Can you share a few tips or tricks? How do you manage to push down the cost per lead?
I know about the lookalike audience. I actually have to spend some money to learn about detailed targeting first, and from detailed targeting, I find out the lookalike audience. And then from the lookalike audience, I'm using video mostly. And the video I learn using the different types of the video to attract people. Could be the layout video, could be actually like a 3D tour video, or maybe could be something much more advanced video, I would say. There are many types of video that you can actually explore.
Okay, we'll go to the next part, which is the appointment and calling part. And I believe a lot of people, when new joiner, when they come into IQI, they will come into this industry, they are very motivated. Okay, they call. But the problem comes when they get a lot of rejection, and then they cannot make an appointment, and then balloon becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually cannot work calling. So what kind of things you can tell people to keep on to this path?
Okay, if you ask me I would say that the top secret of calling it's you just have to try more. Because when you're doing calling, even if you are scared of rejections or things like that, right? Think of one thing, check your wallet. Is there any more extra money inside? Okay, I think that's one of the good motivation about it. And second of it all, right, I will say that you have to have a mindset You have to think that the next one will be the one who is buying from me. So you just have to have the mindset, right? The next one will be buying from me already. Then you will be keep calling already. How to work well with calling, right? I personally think that you have to review yourself. because a lot of people, right, they are actually using the same way in order to do all the calling. I don't think that works. Even for me right now, right, every 5 to 10 calls, right, I would review myself. You have to always review yourself, okay? So, what client like to listen? Why don't they listen to me? Why they cut my phone or things like that? I always ask myself, okay, so how can I do better?
Now I'll pass to John. So I think John also do a lot of calling. So what kind of advice you can give to, people who just started?
I believe a lot of newbies, when they started, I'm also actually having the same feeling that we are afraid to handle the objections or maybe to talk to customer for further or ask them to come over to the showroom. Because right now, some of my rents, which is my members, actually they found out that a lot of people have listened to this project before and they actually found out it's not that easy to invite. But somehow, I actually wanted to give advice to everyone whereby when you're doing a calling, right, you just actually think about that you are actually have to say something which is they love to listen. We call a connection bridge. I always found a connection bridge in every calling.
What's the most suitable time for calling? Maybe John, can you answer these questions?
I believe this one, if asking Joyce, I think our answer will be the same, which is there is no perfect time to do calling. Actually, no. It's actually just right now is actually the best time when you do calling. Is actually whether the customer will pick up your call or actually they will connect with you, or maybe the next day they are free, they'll talk to you. So the best time is always now, actually, yeah.
All right, so now we'll move into the final part, which is presentation and closing. Okay, John, I know you do a lot of presentation, right? Presentation and closing. So what kind of advice you can give to people who have not presented before, now want to move into presentation and closing, or to people who have tried but not very successful? What kind of advice will you give to them?
Regarding the presentations, right, I will always say that you have to really prepare well about a project first. Okay, there is actually two ways to train yourself. Some people is actually straight away jump into the swimming pool to swim while they don't know how to swim. But eventually, they were still able to swim because they learn along when swimming. Okay, what I'm trying to sharing here is you can actually because it's not always able to prepare well when you are newbie. When you are newbie, right, it's not possible always to be prepared well, to be excellent, or to be prepared at 100% to close a client. You were never able to prepare 100%. So what you can do is actually you present while you learn. You can actually tag along a senior to learn from them, tag along a top sales to learn from them. Because the best way to learn, to grow yourself is actually to learn from the best or to learn from the person who has experience already, maybe your leader or your senior. When you do a presentation, right, do a review. Why I cannot close this client? Is it because of the way that I talk is too harsh? Or maybe because of my knowledge is not well prepared? Or is it because of the location I'm not familiar enough? Or because I'm not connected with the client? Then you review yourself. Then the second presentation, you remember your mistake and then try to avoid that mistake. Presentation is very simple. It's actually from A to Z. Everyone is able to present. Whether you can connect with client, that one you put aside first. But more important is you have to start right now and improve along the way. And when you actually did a mistake, no worry. If you don't know the answer, no worry. Just tell a customer you are new. You don't know the answer, but you will do your best to find out for them in 2 hours, or maybe on the spot, you'll find out for them. They will give you chance. This is how we grow. I believe a lot of senior agents, they grow in this way.
So I really like how Joyce actually put it into words. First time is not your issue. Second time is not your issue. But third time, if you still do not know, then it's your problem already. That's from John. What about Joyce? What kind of advice you can give to people who want to start on the presentation and closing journey?
If you ask me about new in presentation and closing, okay, I think most of the newbie, we have a mindset of, I'm actually scared of I burn this appointment, or like, I am actually scared of I don't get this case closed or things like that. But I think practice makes perfect. There is no such thing as you are perfect when you are born. But if you ask me, I would say that I always have good advice for my team. Basically, if you are scared of, I don't get any income or things like that from closing, right? First of all, you have to have a lot of appointments. So clients that are not really keen or they don't have any budget, right, you still ask them to come and then go and try yourself out. Your client is your best teacher. Then you pass the one that you feel is potential to a senior, and then you can learn from them. But at the same time, you have to go on ground in order to do all this. I would say that the white mouse kind of clients. I think you have to have a deadline for it. It's not like I always say that I always pass out, and then in the future you only can do calling forever. But then if you try to do presentation, actually you will be thinking that it's actually not hard at all. It's just that all the things are my mind block. Actually, a lot of things that we can't do, right, is actually a mind block, I would say. Even you say you can't do this, what you can't do calling, you can't do presentation, you can't do closing. It's all of your mind block.
From what I get from them is there's no secret. You just have to do it. Practice make perfect.